pray y'all received that. That was awesome. That was amazing. Thank you again, sir. All right, we now, I guess we'll conclude with the man himself, the visionary, if you will, behind all of this. You all know him, one of the better artists here from our city, a fantastic minister, Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award from President Obama himself, and a brother someone who I consider a brother, a best friend, and everything between that. So I'm here now for Terrence Boyce, also known as TB.
Hey, how everybody doing?
Hey, how you doing?
First, I want to start off with, I want to say I love you guys. And I always think about the city of Memphis. It's 3 things that need to get delivered. I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm like, Jesus, what is it? I'm trying to sleep. And he said, I want you to march for deliverance. Not march down the street. Not march on the bridge. Not march shut down Gratian. I want you to march in front of me. And he said, if 2 or 3 gathered, he in the midst. So today, he's in the midst. And he said, march in place for what I did. And I just want to talk about the 3 spirits that Memphis had. We have murder, we have racism, and we have poverty. And I'm standing here today with the big 7 to let the city of Memphis know that we can be delivered and set free. But the most amazing part Jesus gave to me last night was, Jesus, he don't want us to be free. Jesus don't want us to be free. He want us to be free indeed. Woo. I was like, Jesus, you don't want me to be free. He want us to be free indeed. So he gave me scriptures about the Israelites when they had Pharaoh. Pharaoh was running right behind them. They was free. But when you free and you looking back, you're not free indeed. But when they stepped into the sea and stayed and kept walking, when I don't even need the paper, I'm just gonna go off the hill. When they was on the sea and they was walking, that's when they get free indeed. They didn't have to look over your shoulders. That's what's going on now. We can wake up out the bed, we free to do whatever. But when you free indeed, you're not worried about the police coming. You're not worried about if I'm gonna get a ticket. You're not worried about if I'm gonna get killed. You're not worried, because you're free indeed. Like the bridge, that was so powerful. Graceland, that was so powerful. But Jesus said back in 1968, Martin Luther King said, in Memphis, Tennessee, he said, I seen to mountaintop, but then he died. So I'm not trying to take the city to the bridge top. I'm trying to take the city to the mountaintop. And until we can come together and start our own bank and do all those good things that we need to do and stand up, we need to be free indeed. Because we got so much pain going on. We don't want to forgive. We don't want to show love. But it's so crazy that Jesus gave this to me. If you can't forgive, that might be your neighbor in heaven. And that was your neighbor. It's so crazy. The police officers, yeah, that's terrible what they doing. They killing us. But we have to learn. That's how we get free indeed. You never know who your neighbor in heaven is gonna be. That's why he say forgive. Why to forgive? He killing my brother. He killing us. Because you never know that same police officer can be your neighbor. And what you gonna tell Jesus? I don't wanna go to heaven then. I'll go to hell. That's what you gonna say? Because you don't wanna forgive, you're gonna miss out on the pearly gates, on the gold streets. You're gonna miss out on all that. And one thing I want all of us to say, our Father.
Our Father.
Now when we say our Father, if it was police officers, they would have said our Father. So if it's our Father, it means we brothers and sisters. So we have to, forgive each other. It's crazy how my little daughter, 5 years old, she'll go play with any race of kids. And if we the children of God, we're supposed to play with any kind of race.
Yeah.
Red, orange, blue, any type of people. And whew, and I think about in 1963, Martin Luther King did the March for Jobs. He did the March for Freedom. And I was like, man, he said, I'm free at last, I'm free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. And then I think about 1994 when Nelson Mandela said, I'm free at last, I'm free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. And I'm standing here today, 2016, September 3rd, saying, I'm free at last, I'm free at last. Thank God Almighty, we're free at last.
Yeah.
But I used to always have nightmares. And I always wonder why. Why I'm having nightmares? I'm getting killed. I'm speaking and then I'm dying. I'm running, I'm getting shot. And it's so scary. And I was like, can I sleep at night? And I cried out to Jesus. What is it? He said, you haven't accepted that you might have to die for me. So until that day I accept that I might have to die for him, I got freed indeed. That I don't have to look on my shoulder. If they gonna kill me, it is what it is. Because I know where I'm going.
Come on. Yeah.
Why? Because I seen it.
Yeah.
If you already know where you're going, you seen it. I seen us here today. Even those things that want to go high playing, I seen us here today. And my people are hurting so bad. They hurting so bad. We're crying and we're dying, and I just want to tell the city of Memphis that we can be freed indeed. This was just the beginning of what we're about to do. We have plans of what we're gonna do. This is just the starting point, but we seen the end.
Yeah.
You seen the start and you seen the end.
Yeah. Right.
And Jesus gonna get us there, because I really believe in my heart that He's the only way.
Oh, man.
He's the only way. That blue lives matter, black lives matter, white lives matter, green lives matter, Memphis lives matter. But we missing out on the life that matters the most.
Come on, TV.
And it's Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir.
Man.
We barely hear Jesus lives matter. If Jesus' life matter, guess what? Guess what? If Jesus' life matter, everything else will matter.
Oh, yeah.
We can walk it, we can talk it, we can do whatever.
Yeah.
But in the midst, I'm gonna go back right quick to when they was walking in the sea. It was just a dangerous deliverance. Why we can't celebrate when we're in the midst of deliverance? Because it's so dangerous. We looking at the walls. Man, this water can fall on us anytime. Pharaoh on his way coming to get me. But when they get, man, it was a dangerous deliverance. When I got my divorce, it was a dangerous deliverance. When I got my divorce again, it was a dangerous deliverance. But I believe that sometimes dangerous deliverance is the best thing. Every time somebody get killed, oh, it's just a dangerous deliverance. That's all it is. Jesus knew who was gonna run for president, Hillary and Donald Trump. He knew this day was coming before we even knew. If he say what he say he knows everything. That's what he says, right? He knows everything. So he knew we was gonna be here. So Martin Luther King had the big six. And I said, Jesus, what do you want to do? He said, I want to complete it because I'm coming back soon. So the 7 mean completion. So I love my daughter so much, but I love Jesus so much more. That if I have to fight, that's why I love Malcolm X. He fought it. I love Martin Luther King because he dreamed it. But little old me, I seen it. And when we came with the 7, we're gonna complete this thing. For real. And we need everybody to come together. From the north, south, east, the west, the hoods, the top, the bottom. You have to be able to reach everybody. you just can't reach the president and forget about the poor people. And you just can't reach the poor people and forget about the president. You have to be able to reach everybody. And I thank God to be able to be raised in the slums and nothing. And when I went to Washington, D.C., I seen actually, me and my brother, Minister Kirkwood, we seen with Martin Luther King march back in '63. And it was a beautiful sight to see. I'd never been to Washington, and it was a beautiful time. I have something from Washington. Martin Luther King did something in Washington, but he got killed in Memphis, Tennessee. And guess where I'm from? Memphis, Tennessee. And I just want to say here today that I love you guys, that we're free indeed. We're not just free, because you can be in jail and free indeed.
Amen.
Because Jesus needs you in jail. Or you could be out here locked up with no bars, but you locked up. See, the crazy part, we want justice. But how we get justice is looking in the mirror and saying, I forgive. That's part of justice. We just want to get thrown in jail. Thrown in jail. Why? Because that's justice. How you know that's justice? Justice could be out here in bars. In bars. And one thing I want to say about the Big Seven, and I'm completely finished, is about sticking together. That was the whole thing, sticking together. That's why we dressed alike. Sticking together. How circles are better than rows. If you put a circle, if we all make a circle, we'll be able to see each other. But if we do a row, I won't be able to see the person down there. So that's why circle is more important than rows. Now if you take one stick, it's easy to break. But take a group of sticks together. Take us together and make a stick. It's hard to break. When I'm weak, Minister Harris got me. When he weak, I got him. When God Warrior hurt, God's Son got him. And that's part of sticking together. But God bless y'all. And my y'all see us again. The Big Seven for real. I want to celebrate with you guys what God is about to do for the city. Because we seen it. Look on the news, man, dangerous deliverance. Remember that. Dangerous deliverance. And God bless y'all.